If you have some diaspora friends who need to learn Swahili, send them my way, especially ladies.
We be chasing cheese with the team out here. Usuliza sini nani boy shot to scare.
BT fam, what's up, you guys? Your girl Shiro is back in the building with Truth Cafe podcast. We have Karis, we have one boy. It's so awesome to have you guys.
Yep.
I don't know, so I'll let you guys introduce yourselves.
Ladies first, one boy.
Thanks. You know, for the longest time, you've always addressed me as a man. As your
You're a brother from another mother.
I'm confused, my brother. I'm so confused. I don't even know. So hi, thank you, Shiro, for having us. It's a pleasure, man. So I am on both sides from Truth Cafe Podcast, and I am so happy to be here. And it's gonna be vibes upon vibes.
Okay. For me, I'm Tito Karis, an employed radio presenter from Kenya. Host of Truth Cafe Podcast. And basically I'm a content creator from Kenya, man. So wanasemanga Kisungu inapotea kiakai. I'm happy to be here.
And the left too. I'm here for the Kizungu. You do your sharing kila kitu mita. I'll handle the English.
No,
my people need some sharing in their life.
Sema tuimpress hawa watu wa diaspora. Unajua? Lami.
Please. Exactly, guys. We are lost together. If you don't understand that, we're lost together. So you guys, you hosted me on your podcast I think about a month ago. And it was so good. We talked about just Kenyan plug, but now let's talk about how Truth Cafe came about.
Okay, Wambo, you want to take this one?
So I am a student at MMU, and I'm doing journalism as a profession or as a course. Yeah. So this one time I just popped into the what campus radio, and I found Karis there. So Karis hosts both of us rather. We host the campus radio show, the 4 p.m. drive show. It's called MMU Drive Show. So that's where we met Karis, and I got into radio and I got to know Karis, and we sort of had a dream. We made it happen. So me and him are just friends, like really good friends. We're colleagues. We've worked together before, and so we decided to start something of our own, and that's how it has grown. That's how Truth Cafe was born. So like me and him, like anything Truth Cafe, me and him do together. Anything like anything concerning the podcast, both of us. So it's me and him are just good friends anyway. I don't know, Karis.
Ni nini unakuwa na kigugumizi?
Shout out to the friends.
Kama nimehandle hiyo pia vizuri bro.
Fungua roho, ambia watu wenye una feel kunihusu. Tell them.
Nimehandle hiyo PR vizuri bro.
PR. Woo! Truth Cafe. Yeah. What's your view of it? How did you guys end up doing Truth Cafe? The name, kila kitu. We want to know the background.
The background. Okay, so as far as I'm concerned, first things first. Wambo alisikia hii sauti kwenye redio, akatamani hii sauti, akasema lazima.
Hata double bro, cheki. Usichome bro. Shiro akienda tutabaki hapa na wewe. Chome bro. Don't do that. Don't do it.
Yeah. No. Anyway, on a serious note. Anyway, on a serious note though, so I agree with everything Wamboy has said. Really, I used to do campus radio, and I've been doing it for quite a while. And Wamboy was like, I want to get into campus radio, so she came. We met up in a studio. I remember the first time when I saw her, I just thought she was like any other campus student. wanakonga tu na moto ya kufanya
Still
radio.
fell in love.
Shut up.
It was love at first sight.
I didn't even save your number at first time.
Chemistry from first day.
I didn't even save her number the
Piece
first
of
time.
shit.
That's what love.
Shiro, let me tell you, these people, Karisa alikuwa amefura kichwa. Because like the presenter, he thought he had made it. He didn't even save my number. Like the first time I gave him my number, then I was like, dude, I can't even see your DP. You've not even saved my number. I was like, wow. Then I got to know him. And me and him have just been broke together. My brother, we're in this together.
One boy, let me tell the story.
That's beauty. You grow up together. You grow together. Oh no, this chemistry cannot be found anywhere else.
Yeah,
Truly
most
and honestly.
definitely.
Truly and honestly.
Anyway, back to the story real quick before we take over your show. It's a habit. We cannot
The
help it.
takeover.
Anyway,
let's hear your story.
Yeah. So when boy came about, how we met up. Then it was just about the time when I had been doing radio for a while and I was almost finishing campus. So I was always asking myself, what's next for me out there? Like, I want to get into mainstream radio in Kenya, but it's kind of hard to set your foot in here, even to Kimalamala. So I decided to think of ideas to become better. So one boy came at a time when I was just brainstorming ideas. And at that time, I just stumbled upon what is called podcasting. I didn't even know what podcasting is before I met one boy. So, heard of podcasting, did my research, told one boy, look, man, this chemistry we have is amazing. By then, I think out of 10 people, let me say 8 people, when they see me and one boy, when they hear me and one boy, they think we're dating because of the amazing chemistry that we have. And I'm like, that's good for content creation.
The banter.
Yeah, we
yes,
should
my brother, you've taken over. And you've taken over my Instagram.
No, see, when I posting it,
and my boyfriend,
Yeah.
and my boyfriend is not even there. He's not on my knees, my feed.
On your
I'm
Insta.
there to impress your female followers.
See the honor and the pleasure.
Jeshimo, my brother, respect yourself.
I'm there to impress your female followers. They like what they're seeing.
I'm done. I saw the pictures from today. They look good. You guys look
Thank
good.
you.
Thank you.
Yes, I love new promos and rollouts.
Yeah. So anyway, back to the podcast.
As I am trying to do.
Yes. So anyway, how we came about the name Truth Cafe? Me and our boy just did some brainstorming, and Truth Cafe fit the profile in the sense that I'm a person. I believe in having honest conversation, no holds barred. If you listen to the podcast, you'll feel like you know me. I am honest like that in my day-to-day life, and the same for one boy. She's a loudmouth. She speaks her mind. She's very open. So we're like Truth Cafe. Definitely fits the profile. We're just gonna be speaking our truth. We don't care what's out there. We're gonna tell the truth as it is. Whether you think it's a lie, that's your problem. But if it's the truth to us, then it is what it is. And that's how Truth Cafe came about 1 year ago.
Okay, I'll take the loudmouth as a compliment, Karisia.
Yes, I know it is a compliment. That's the best you can get from me.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Wow. So, I don't even know where to begin. As we can see here, let's talk about podcasting for a minute and like where content creation is going. And as of late, we have all been seeing a lot of collaborations, especially since the pandemic. Lucky too. So it's definitely awesome to see like how much growth is. Like, do you feel like you grow when you do collaborations? How do you feel about like podcasting in general? Like, what do we need to do to make podcasting, pay in Kenya? Like, how we need to find a way to make some money.
Mm-hmm. I feel like the podcasting culture is still new in Kenya, and it's growing by the day. And as you know, podcasting, what we are trying to do and how actually we got you on our podcast is basically just close a pollination, anyway, in short. So we're pollinating. So we're getting your viewers, you're getting our viewers by sharing this content. So I think that's the best way we can, get to grow our numbers and get to grow our subscribers as well. As far as content creation is concerned, I feel like everybody is creating this content, yes. And the whole idea of podcasting is growing, but you need to figure out what your niche is. Like you really need to, like, if you pay attention to our podcast, and I tried mentioning something yesterday in a shoot we had, and Karis just hit me with, you know what, we're not going to talk about that because everybody else is talking about it. And I think that is what sets us apart from all the rest of the podcast. So I feel like you need to understand and create your own niche for you to create better content and to channel it out to the different audiences as far as podcast growth is concerned. But I think it's growing. It will take a while because the idea is still new, but I think we're on the right track.
Yes. Do you have any additions?
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay.
Just to add on to what Omboy just said, the idea about podcasting is, and I like what she said about finding your niche, because what podcasting is basically is people having a conversation and the listener feeling like they're part of that conversation. So if you can, and that's why for me and Omboy, we like the chemistry we have. We might be talking absolutely nonsense and bullshit, but the banter that we have on the podcast, as a listener, you're like, man, I want to be friends with these guys. That's what we are all about. Once you have to start from there, creating the chemistry. Even that's why I like your podcast, Shiro Kenyan Plug. You are alone, but when I listen to you, uko tu na vibes tu yani. Uko tu yani, unajiongelesha lakini yani uko psyched, yani uko like, man, I want to be friends with this lady. Uko na energy ingine. So I'm like, you get, but
Thank you.
I believe that's the basis of podcast. Once you can have the most amazing
of a good
content.
podcast.
Yes, you can have the most amazing content, the best visuals, the best word, but if you don't have that chemistry, the authenticity, you'll bore us.
It's not gonna work. Yeah.
It bores to death. So yeah, and in Kenya, it's just the
and I also feel like
carry on, one boy.
I feel like everybody's just doing the same thing, like as far as content creation is concerned. Like everybody's running towards the same damn thing, and people want to know what is going on in your life. People want to interact with your personal and the things that you guys are going through. But if you continue making the same content, like 10 content creators, what is setting you apart from the rest? This is something you also need to be
exactly
doing. Yeah.
I think that's what people forget. I think people really don't understand that concept because they think, okay, this formula is working, so let me do what they're doing, instead of thinking like, how do I create my own content? How do I stand out? And then another thing is you have to feel something. Well, I don't think you were done, Paris, with your point.
Yeah. So I was saying, and that's okay. I was saying, and that's what I like. This cross-pollination thing that people are doing right about now about the podcast. And you see the good thing about this coronavirus, it just exposed everyone and you realize no one is that busy after all.
Yes.
Because trust me, before Corona, I'm sure you'd hit up some of these podcasters and they'll be telling you how busy they are. None of them will be available to do even this Zoom call. But right now, well, we are all here. We all have to sit our asses at home. So what? You better get creative. You better do something nice. So, I guess after this pandemic is said and done, there are those who would have won and there are those who would have lost. But I think for podcasters, this is the time to build, my brother. You may not see the growth right about now, like physically, but trust you, after that, because how podcasts are built, they're built for normal commute. Podcasts are built to fit in your daily routine. So when all this is back to normal, what on a job, because in Kenya data is expensive, so most people won't listen to it when they're at home. Lakini maofisi zao mali wanafanya job, there's Wi-Fi in the office. So right now they're just getting gist of what you're doing. When they get back to the normal routine, when they're in traffic in the morning, when they're in their office, the first thing they get, Truth Cafe, Kenyan Plug. So